Hello guys, here with a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's begin. Everything would start when Goku would have returned from Trunks' future, bringing the Zeno-sama of that time, taking him to Zeno-sama's palace, where the Saiyan makes both Zeno-samas meet, becoming great friends, so Goku would say goodbye to both Zeno-samas. But before leaving, the two Zeno-samas would have a headache. Worried, Goku would approach them both. "Zeno-chan, are you alright?" In that, Zeno-sama's eyes would turn red, leaving Goku surprised. Finally, I was able to manipulate the king of everything. What's going on? Sora Saiyan would turn, seeing that Daishinkan and Whis would have disappeared. "Zen-chan, answer me! What's going on?" Zeno-sama with a tenebrous laugh. "Son Goku, I have waited for this moment so I can take revenge. But what are you two saying?" In that, both Zeno-samas would merge, becoming a Super Zeno-sama, which would have unimaginable power. "Son Goku, before I kill you, I will make you suffer." The Saiyan was surprised. "You will have a suffering that will never be cured. So right now, I'm going to kill all your loved ones." Goku, upon hearing those words, would begin to despair. "Don't you dare touch my friends!" "Ha ha ha ha! Bye, Son Goku." The king of everything disappears. Goku was very shocked and scared. Damn! I have to do something. I already know what I'll do." Goku would try to use teleportation, but he couldn't. Damn! Vegeta's key and the others are too far away. Now what do I do? In that, Goku comes up with the idea of contacting Vegeta mentally. Closing his eyes, and mentally he would say, "Vegeta, hey Vegeta, do you hear me?" On Earth, Vegeta would be training, and closing his eyes, he would listen to Goku. "Kakarot, what do you want now, insect?" "Vegeta, this is too serious. You have to call bills and leave the planet with everyone as soon as possible." "Why, Kakarot?" "For once in your life, listen to me and come out with everyone on the planet." Vegeta would be very concerned to hear Goku yell. "It's alright, Kakarot." Thus, Vegeta would go to warn the others. Meanwhile, Goku would find some way to Earth. He would investigate Zeno-sama's planet. Seeing a ship, he would enter the ship, where a robot voice would be heard. "Where do you want to go?" "I want to go to Earth." The ship would automatically head for Earth. On the other hand, Vegeta would try to contact Bills and Whis, but it wouldn't work. Suddenly, he would feel overwhelming power. "This power is infinite." Vegeta quickly heads towards where the power was, seeing none other than the king of everything, Zeno-sama. Vegeta would kneel before the king of everything. "What is offered, Zeno-sama?" "You disgusting trash! You must die!" "What are you saying?" In that, Zeno-sama with the look would make Vegeta take millions of hits. Being near death and passing out, Zeno-sama would think that he had already eliminated him. "Well, now if I leave this insignificant planet, I already fulfilled what I said." Zeno-sama would go to his palace. Later, Goku would arrive on Earth and would not feel any ki from his friends. Worrying, Goku would quickly head towards his house and see that everything was in order, but upon entering the house, he would see Milk and Goten on the ground. Covered in blood, Goku's eyes would turn white. Beginning to despair, lightning around him would appear, giving off a very warm aura. "Why?" creating a huge explosion almost destroying the Earth. Goku would be increasing his power to a very large level to the point of achieving a new transformation, in which he would be the Super Saiyan Blue Phase 2. A few minutes later, Goku calmed down a bit and saw the death of his wife and son. He would dry his tears by getting up and bearing milk at Goten, going towards Bulma's house. Goku flying in his mind, he thought, "He must kill Zeno-sama. He was the one who caused all this catastrophe." Goku would touch his head, screaming, "Who are you?" "Me? I'm your dark side, which woke up thanks to that miserable Zeno-sama." Goku would have a headache. "What do you want with me?" "All I want is revenge. Kill Zeno-sama. Kill him! Get out of my head!" Thus, Goku's ki was going more and more turning evil, but he would control it and with a serious face, I swear I'll kill that damn traitor Zeno-sama." So going to Bulma's house, showing up at Bulma's house, he would find each and every one of his dead friends. Goku, seeing all this, could not stand it anymore and would release all his sudden power, destroying the entire planet and quickly heading towards the ship in which he returned and would be about to go to another place. But, Kakarot, where are you going? Goku, hearing this, turns around, seeing Vegeta in a very bad condition, bleeding and about to die. "But Vegeta's alive!" "Well, of course, insect. That dwarf Zeno-sama betrayed us and almost killed me." Goku would quickly give Vegeta energy so he would heal. "What happened, Kakarot? I feel an evil energy in you." That damn thing killed everyone!" "How is everyone, Kakarot?" Goku responds with a lot of anger and clenching his fists. "He killed Goten, Bulma, Trunks, Krillin, Piccolo, everyone!" Vegeta, upon hearing this, yells, "Impossible!" This one would be too angry and release overwhelming power. "Calm down, Vegeta. Right now, I was about to head towards his palace to kill him." "How do you plan to kill him, insect? He's on another level." "Right. So what can we do?" "Let's go to Bill's planet to tell Whis to train us." Goku would accept, and so both would go to Bill's planet. Meanwhile, on Bill's planet, "Great, Zeno-sama. What is your visit for?" "Damn god of destruction. If you see Son Goku, I want you to eliminate him." "What are you saying?" "Just do what I tell you or you will die." "Okay, I can't kill him, great Zeno-sama." Goku and Vegeta would have arrived at the planet of Bills. "Well, we're here, Vegeta," said Goku with a slight smile. "Bug, let's hurry up and go find Bills and Whis to tell everyone what happened." But in that, in front of them, nothing more and nothing less than the destroyer god of the Seven Bills universe would appear. "Oh, Mr. Bills, we're about to go look for him." Bills would be with a serious and cold face. "What's wrong, Bill-sama?" "Sorry, Goku and Vegeta, our orders from the great Zeno-sama." Goku and Vegeta would be confused, but Bills would suddenly appear behind Vegeta, giving him a very strong blow, making Prince Vegeta crash into some rocks. "What's wrong with you, Bill-sama? Why did he do that?" "Son Goku, you're an amazing guy. However, I'm so sorry I'll have to kill you both." Goku, impressed, would make a serious face. "I don't know what's going on, but if you want to fight, go ahead." So Goku would transform into Super Saiyan Blue. Bills would close his eyes and increase his power. "Mr. Bills is too strong. I don't know if I can defeat him." Which he would dodge with difficulty, and thus both would begin a great fight, where they would exchange blows along with kicks and great bursts of energy, destroying everything around them. On the other hand, Vegeta would get up from the ground in pain. "What the hell is wrong with Bills? Damn god of destruction, how dare he hit the Prince of the Saiyans? I won't forgive him." So very furious, Vegeta would transform into Super Saiyan Blue, and he would go to attack Bills, who was having an intense fight with Goku. The fight between the two would be even. Behind Bills, throwing a punch at him, Bills wouldn't see Vegeta's movement, taking the blow and shooting away. Meanwhile, Goku would get up from the ground a bit hurt and tired. "Hey, insect, You're fighting a god of destruction. Don't trust yourself, Vegeta said with a lot of anger while he looked at Goku. He was fine. Vegeta, I won't. Until out of nowhere, Bills appears in front of them. Wretched mortals, how dare you hit a god? Bills said with a lot of anger while he looked at both Saiyans with a face of not having friends. What's happening with Bills-sama? Bills, with great anger, would release all the power he had, leaving Goku and Vegeta shocked, who would feel an evil ki within Bills. I don't want to hit them! But it's all the fault of the great Zeno-sama, and by his orders, I will have to kill them. Goku and Vegeta would be impressed. Did Zeno-sama tell you to eliminate us? Bills, seeing that they both already knew the truth, would calm down. That's right. Nervous Vegeta. Bills-sama, do you know that Zeno-sama betrayed us? Did he betray us? That's right. That bastard killed my family and also my friends. Goku would say with a lot of anger and impotence of not being able to do absolutely anything. Bills would be shocked. I did not know that. I thought that he had sent me to eliminate them because you guys disrespected them. That's why we came here to tell you everything that happened. Bills would approach both of them. Excuse me. Forgive me for wanting to kill you. It's okay, Bills-sama. You didn't know anything about this. While Goku dried the tears of hatred he had against Zeno-sama. And now, what do you plan to do? In my case, if Zeno-sama finds out that I didn't obey his orders, he will eliminate me. Don't worry, Bills-sama. We're going for Whis-sama to train us so we can completely destroy the king. Bills would be about to say something, but behind them a voice in heard. Well, so you, Bills-sama, disobeyed the orders of the great Zeno-sama. Goku and the others would quickly turn their heads. Whis-sama, we were looking for you to train us. But in that, Bills would raise his arm. Stay away. He's not Whis. Wow. How could he find me out? Suddenly, Whis would release a dark aura. He has an evil power. Apparently, someone dark is controlling Whis. Vegeta and Son Goku escape. But, Mr. Bills-sama, you won't be able to defeat him. Bills, looking at both Saiyans, laughs. I know. I'll make time for you guys to escape. Goku, with a very sad face. Bills-sama, you are a great god. So Goku and Vegeta, at great speed, would go towards the ship escaping the planet. However, would this be about to destroy the ship of both Saiyans, but would be stopped by Bills. Hey Whis, never saw your maximum power. Could you show me all the power of an angel? Of course that will be your last wish before you die. So Whis would release a monstrous power, causing the entire universe to tremble, while Goku and Vegeta in minutes would reach an unknown planet where both Saiyans would be perplexed to feel such bestial power. Damn it! We left Beerus-sama with that monster! Calm down, Kakarot. Even if we were with him and he had attacked Whis all three together with our maximum powers, we'll not have done anything since Whis is extraordinarily powerful and his power's on another level. If only we had more power! Damn it! Our family and friends would have not died and Beerus-sama wouldn't have sacrificed himself to save us! Vegeta would be staring at Goku because he was emanating an evil ki. Vegeta would say to himself, Kakarot, what's happening to you? Every time passes, your character changes and your power becomes evil. On the other hand, Whis would be openly killing Beerus very cruelly, going through him and cutting off his head very easily, so that later he would use this technique to reduce him to atoms. So Whis, he would go down to Zeno-sama's palace. Meanwhile, Goku and Vegeta would be thinking what to do, to which Goku would come up with an idea. Vegeta, if we go to Universe 6 to the planet of Champa-sama, ask Vados to train us. Very good idea, Kakarot. Finally, you use your head. So both Saiyans would leave to the planet of Champa, later spending a few hours where Goku and Vegeta would land on the planet of Champa. Leaving the ship, Goku and Vegeta would meet Vados and Champa. What are you Saiyans doing here? Goku would go on to explain everything that had happened, explaining to Champa and Vados. So, Zeno-sama betrayed them and my brother died at the hands of Whis. Goku, very serious, would nod at him. Even if you become stronger, it would be impossible for Zeno-sama, since his power goes beyond its limits. We already know that, but nevertheless, I don't want to stay here doing nothing. While he's killing the other gods, I want to be able to at least be stronger than an angel. That's right. That's why we're asking you to train us. Okay, I'll train them. Only 20 years. Both Saiyans would be open-mouthed, saying to each other, but that's a long time. I will create a room where a day is equal to 20 years, so you can increase your powers quickly. This is great. It'll help us a lot. However, first we have to go for the blood of a supreme god. Goku and Vados would be confused by not understanding anything about supreme gods. Hey Vados, do you plan to lead them to a supreme god? That's right, the supreme gods live outside of the universes. You need to drink their blood because if we train 20 years, you will age and you'll not be able to use your maximum powers. Instead, you drink the blood of a supreme god, both will rejuvenate and you'll never grow old. Miss Vados, excuse me. I don't understand anything you just said. Damn insect. Which meant that by drinking the blood of a supreme god, we'll become younger and never grow old. We'll always look the same. Well, how do we go to a supreme god? We will have to do a ritual, which will be done by Champa-sama. But why me? Because only the destroying gods are capable of performing the ritual. Oh, I see. I understand. So the destroyer god of Universe 6, Champa, would do the ritual where the portal would be created. Well, it is time for you to leave, but before that I want to warn you that in total there are 8 supreme gods. You just look for one and ask for his blood, but be very careful that the gods may try to kill you, so be polite. That's all. Well, alright, see you later. So both Saiyans would go through the portal, turning all white, appearing at one moment to another in a very strange place which was all destroyed. It seems as if hell itself, Goku and Vegeta would be very shocked. This place is all destroyed! What would have happened? I don't know, Kakarot, but right now I'm feeling a great power approaching. It's true, Vegeta. This power is gigantic. I've never felt such great power. At that moment, a subject would appear in front of the Saiyans. Who are you? I am a supreme god, and right now you'll be eliminated because you're on my planet. Wait, we only came for the blood of a supreme god. Broly, with a serious and cold face, would prepare to attack Vegeta. Towards in a thousandth of a second, he would appear behind Vegeta, hitting him hard on the back, causing Vegeta to crash to the ground. Goku would be impacted, and at the moment he was going to say something, he would receive a punch to the face, also crash into the floor. I am the legendary supreme god, the great Broly, and I'll not let insects like you prevail on my planet. So Broly would rise to the sky, carrying a gigantic ball of energy. Goku would get up very hurt. Damn, this guy's extraordinarily strong. Now I understand why Vados told us to be careful. The supreme gods are subjects that exceed limits. On the other hand, Vegeta would wake up hurt. Damn insect. Who do you think you are to hit the Prince of Saiyans? A little surprised, Broly would stop charging his attack. Damn this guy, if he has a monstrous power, I'm gonna go see how powerful he can be. So Vegeta would quickly launch himself at Broly, throwing a kick at him. Broly would easily dodge him, grabbing his leg and throwing him away. Vegeta would be thrown crashing into some rocks. Incredibly easily dodged Vegeta's attack. Meanwhile, Vegeta would get up from the ground and scream, raising his power, passing to his Super Saiyan Phase 2, and again he would be ready to attack the Supreme God Broly, dodging his blows, saying, "It's impossible for you to defeat me. The difference in powers is very great. You're just trash. What are you saying, you damn insect? Now shut your mouth." So Vegeta would regress transformation into Super Saiyan God. Broly would be a little surprised. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Damn, I hope there was this power to be enough to defeat that damn insect. Vegeta quickly hits Broly in the face, which would not move from his place. Vegeta would be very surprised, and he would back up, charging a super attack. Get my final flash! Vegeta would launch his best attack. The Supreme God would receive the attack directly, creating a big explosion and raising the dust. After the dust dissipated, Broly could be seen, who would be unharmed from the attack without any scratches. How come my attack didn't affect him? This ends here. Desperate, Vegeta would begin to give Broly thousands of blows. However, he wouldn't flinch and would throw a large ball of energy at him. Throwing him to the ground and creating a large explosion, the Saiyan Prince would fall to the ground de-transformed and seriously injured, while Goku would be seeing this with a lot of expression, without seeing entrusting passes to his Super Saiyan God.
It's your turn now.
Don't even think you can get rid of me so easily. After this, Goku would attack Broly, so both would begin to exchange blows, but as the battle progressed, Broly would begin to have the advantage, thus humiliating Goku, and Goku would trust more. You're a very strong guy, but this has only just begun. Broly would show no expression. Goku would start screaming and raising his power to gigantic levels. Broly was a little surprised. Goku would go to Super Saiyan Blue, surpassing the Supreme God. Get ready this time, you won't beat me so easily. Throwing himself against Broly, the fight would be very even until Broly would back down. Goku very tired. Do you give up? Suddenly Broly's eyes would turn white, losing his pupils. What's happening?
Hey, Insect, let's get out of here.
No, Vegeta, wait! I want to see how strong he is!
Kakarot, don't you realize? He's on another level. Not even fighting together we can defeat him.
I just want to see his limits.
Insect, as you want.
So Vegeta transforms into Super Saiyan Blue, while Broly would be increasing his power to unimaginable levels. Goku and Vegeta would be watching this.
It's amazing. How can he have so much power? His power is unlimited. How could someone this strong exist?
Broly would continue to increase his power beastly. He would be out of control, and the planet where Goku and Vegeta were would be destroyed. We can't continue here. This guy will destroy the planet if he keeps raising his overwhelming power.
But how the hell are we gonna escape from this place?
Suddenly, Broly would stop increasing his power. He's done raising his power. Vegeta would be about to say something, but he would receive a big blow to the stomach, which would make him draw blood and fall consciousness to the ground. Vegeta! But in that, Broly would prostrate himself in front of him and quickly hit Goku, sending him flying with a few blows that he falls to the ground very badly injured and untransformed. Damn! Now what do I do? It's impossible to defeat him! Goku would turn his eyes, seeing that Vegeta had passed out. How could it be that with a single blow he could defeat Vegeta? Broly would be in heaven, charging a super attack. Damn! So this is the power of a Supreme God. It's amazing! Broly would give a loud yell, launching a full ball of energy. Goku would clench his fists. I'm going to die here? No, I can't die. I still have to take revenge and defeat Zeno-sama. Goku would transform into Super Saiyan, receiving the big attack. Thus, a super explosion would be created that would destroy half the planet. After what happened, a lot of debris would be seen, and on the other hand, Vegeta would wake up getting up from the ground. He would be on the edge of death. He would look around everywhere looking for Goku, and realizing that his ki disappeared, he would be surprised.
No, it can't be. Did he kill that miserable Kakarot?
Broly would be in heaven and yell,
It's your turn, you fucking trash!
Vegeta, with a lot of anger, would try to transform into Super Saiyan Blue, but due to all his injuries, it would be impossible for him. So he would wait for death. Broly would charge another attack to launch it at the Saiyan Prince, but a light would appear illuminating the entire area. From the light would be seen Goku.
Kakarot didn't die. How's this possible?
Broly would be surprised. Goku had reached the selfish doctrine. He would be walking slowly towards where Broly was. He would launch a few energy spheres, but something extraordinary would happen. Goku had easily dodged the attack of the Supreme God, and his hair would turn the color of silver like his eyes, and would glow in a very warm aura, feeling an overwhelming power.
What the hell happened to Kakarot?
Goku would observe Broly, and in a blink, he would hit him with multiple blows all over his body, causing the god to fall crashing into the entire planet, creating a huge crater. Vegeta would be speechless when he witnessed how Goku hit Broly, but suddenly everything would start to shake. So from the crater, Broly would be seen, who was raising his power more and more. On one hand, Vegeta would be seen trembling with feeling such power that the god released. While Goku would be serious and would not show any expression, Broly, very angry, would scream. Bursting with anger, he would then attack Goku, so both of them would be having an extraordinary fight. But as time passed, Goku became stronger, but his energy was decreasing because his body wasn't used to this power. Broly took advantage of it and gave him a few blows, causing Goku to fall to the ground, very injured and untransformed. Goku would have fallen to the ground very badly injured, and without any ki due to excess power that his body could not control. Vegeta would approach Goku.
Hey, damn bug, are you alright? That guy's incredible! I don't have any more strength to continue fighting! Now, what do? We no longer stand a chance against that monster. He'll destroy us!
Goku, with the few forces he had left,
Hold on to me, Vegeta.
Vegeta, ignoring him, grabs hold of Goku. Goku would try to teleport, but he couldn't because he lacked energy.
Damn, we're finished. I have no energy.
Vegeta and Goku were on the verge of death, so they fall to the ground exhausted. While Broly would be charging one last attack to destroy the planet, so the god would launch the attack, Vegeta could not resist any more fainting.
Damn!
So the ball of energy would hit the ground, destroying everything. But before everything is destroyed, someone would grab Goku and Vegeta. Later them would pass out. Goku would wake up looking at a girl, and she was very hurt.
Who are you?
My name is Nin, and I'm one of the strongest supreme goddesses that exist.
I see. So you're a supreme goddess. Really, thank you very much for saving us from that guy. It was really powerful, although if Vegeta and I had merged, we might have been able to stand against him.
You'll never be able to be against him. Your power is very low compared to that supreme god. I could finish you off in an instant. And tell me, what came into your head to be able to face him?
Let's see, it's a long story, but the two of us came to this dimension to obtain the blood of a supreme god.
At that moment, Vegeta would wake up watching the goddess and Goku.
Hey, insect, where are we?
Well, you see, Vegeta, this person I'm talking to is the supreme goddess, and she saved us. Vegeta gets up and would approach Nin.
Thank you very much for saving us from that monster.
Goku would be surprised since Vegeta never behaved in such a way. It was nothing fatal. I proposed something. Goku and Vegeta would be confused as they didn't understand what she was going to propose to them.
What do you do to propose?
You will see how you are very weak, and if you run into any supreme god, you will not be able to defeat him. Right now, his very power is low. Even the weakest supreme god could kill you easily. So starting tomorrow, I will train you both, so that you guys can increase your powers, since I see a hidden power in both that it would steal a kiss from him. Goku would reciprocate by continuing to kiss her. Goku, I want to go with you to defeat Zeno-sama.
No, I don't want you to go. If you go, you would endanger your life, and I don't want anything bad to happen to you, Nin.
Nin would understand, and so the remaining 2 days would pass, where Goku and Vegeta would leave the place. But before the Saiyans leave, Nin would give their blood to both of them, so that they would goodbye. Nin would give a goodbye kiss to Goku. Vegeta, when observing the kiss, would be surprised.
Goodbye, Nin. I promise I'll come back for you.
So both would return to their dimension, meeting with Vados and Champa.
Vados-san, Champa-san, why were they waiting for us all this time? What do you say, Saiyan? Barely 7 minutes have passed since you two left.
Vegeta would be very impressed.
Time passes much faster there. One day there's a minute in this dimension, but changing the subject, did they get the blood of a supreme god? Of course! At the beginning we had several problems.
Champa approaches both Saiyans.
Go! I feel a great power in you. Perhaps before coming here you were training? That's right, Champa-sama. We trained with the Supreme Goddess and became extremely powerful.
Champa would be surprised. While Vados would quickly take them to the dimension he would have created, they both entered the time room and would have fallen to the ground.
What is this? What's going on? Apparently in this time room, the gravity is greater than that of Earth and other places we've already been.
Vados would quickly start training where, after a while, they had already finished their intense and hard training. The power of Goku and Vegeta was impressive. When they left the room, they would shake the entire planet of Champa. Champa, who was sleeping, would get up quickly.
What the hell? Where does this chilling power come from?
In that behind this, Vados, Goku, and Vegeta would appear.
Hello, Champa-sama.
Champa would be surprised to feel the power of both Saiyans that would make the planet tremble.
Wow. I see you've raised your powers quite a bit. That's right, we've become very powerful. You guys may have gotten extremely stronger, but I don't think you guys can beat me. Champa-sama, I'm sorry to say this, but we're already in another level. I'm pretty sure we could defeat a supreme god without needing to use my blue phase. Impossible. I'm aware that you have become very strong, but I'm the strongest god of all the universes. Vegeta seriously approaches Champa. So, you're the strongest god of the 12 universes? How about a fight? It's okay, then don't regret it. Vegeta at a great speed would land a great blow at Champa that would send him flying hundreds of meters, destroying some rocks. Damn, Saiyan, now you'll know the power of destruction! So Champa would begin to release great power, taking out 70% of his power. Vegeta would give a little laugh and then transform into Super Saiyan 2. So both would start a great fight, where it would be seen that both would launch multiple blows along with kicks and bursts of energy. But little by little as time passed, it was noticed that Vegeta had the advantage. Hitting the god Champa, seeing himself cornered, would decide to release absolutely all his power, and would launch many balls of energy, which Vegeta would dodge without difficulty. This ends here, Champa. Vegeta would give a scream, transforming into Super Saiyan God, and at great speeds, he lands a great blow to the stomach. Champa would crash to the ground and very sore, however he would stand up, but he wasn't without energy, and very injured Vegeta laughing de-transforms. Ha ha ha! I told you, Champa, my power is superior to a destroying god. Champa would be very angry. Vados, I also want you to train me. I cannot allow some mortals to be stronger than me. It's fine, Champa-sama. Whatever you want. It's time to go and exterminate Zeno-sama. Vegeta would nod his head, but in that, a being never seen before would appear in front of everyone. Everyone would be surprised. He's a supreme god. How is it possible that he's gone out of his dimension? I am Cirrus, a supreme goddess. You better not make me angry, insects, or I will eliminate you. So you're a supreme goddess? So you insects, say what you want. If you could do the favor of returning to your dimension and leave us alone before you're eliminated by the Vegeta Prince. Cirrus would be very upset, and in a few microseconds, she would hit Vegeta thousands of times, causing him to crash into the ground. Vegeta would quickly recover and get up. Damn insect! How dare you hit the great Vegeta! Vegeta would go straight to Super Saiyan Blue. Get ready, Supreme Goddess. I don't care at all if you're a woman. Insects will have no mercy on you. What an arrogant guy. Do you think that with that level you can defeat me? With this level is enough. Vegeta would quickly launch his attack. Cirrus, without dodging Vegeta's blows, would have some difficulty. However, Vegeta would not stop, throwing multiple blows at the goddess. But she would stop them and counterattack with a fury of ki balls, and Vegeta would receive padding, crashing to the ground. Wow, this goddess is very powerful. Vegeta, without wasting time, would increase his powers, and again he would attack the goddess, throwing bursts of energy at her, along with blows and kicks, giving the goddess problems. Who would be concerned? At that moment, Vegeta would hit her with a strong blow to the face, causing Cirrus to fall to the ground a little hurt. Ha! Is that your full power? I expected more from you, you weakling. Wretched mortal! How dare you! Right now I will end your insignificant life! Cirrus would begin to raise her powers, shaking the whole place. Cirrus's powers would be felt through the universe, and she would give a loud cry, releasing most of her power. Vegeta would be very surprised. What the hell? It's an amazing power! On the other hand, Goku, Vados, and Champa would be watching everything that happened. But what an incredible power the Supreme Goddess has! Vados would be surprised by the power that the goddess could achieve, while on the other hand, Champa would be scared by the power of the Supreme Goddess. Damn mortal, now you will pay for what you have said. The goddess would launch an attack at extreme speed, throwing a punch at him, which Vegeta would easily dodge. Ha! Is that all, insect? However, at that moment, Vegeta would receive thousands of blows all over his body. The Saiyan Prince would fall to the ground, deformed and seriously injured. Goku and the others would be impressed. So she was fast, and I couldn't see any of her attacks. Cirrus in the sky was carrying a gigantic ball of energy, throwing it at Vegeta, who was very injured. Damn it, the Prince of the Saiyans could not be humiliated this way. I must be the one who eliminates the insect of Zeno-samas. Vegeta would scream, releasing incredible power. The power of the Prince of the Saiyans was rising in an incredible way.
since for the first time he would use the power he acquired thanks to the Supreme Gods, the attack of Sirius instantly to collide with the aura of the Prince of the Saiyans was pulverized because Vegeta's aura gave off an incredible destructive aura, while Vegeta's entire body was covered with the same power. So much was Vegeta's power that a purple pressure would be able to make and Champa to the ground, while Goku would access the perfect Ultra Instinct so as not to be affected in the slightest. So Vegeta thinks to fight seriously. I never thought that Vegeta would use the power of the Ultra Ego against a being that was not the High Priest or that damn one who calls himself King the All. From a big explosion, Vegeta was able to access the Ultra Ego maximum power. Sirius was very surprised by the power that Vegeta gave off. However, in one fell swoop, she was sent to crash to a part of the planet. Vegeta, without caring that she was a woman, would begin to beat her, so much that pools of large blood would be seen all over the floor. But in an oversight of the Saiyan Prince, Sirius was able to connect a big blow in his spiritual vein of divine energy, which was able to Vegeta is stabilized for about 30 seconds, which were enough for Sirius to leave Vegeta on the verge of death. Vegeta would fall to the ground, very badly injured.
No! I can't believe it! That damn goddess was able to finish me!
Instantly, Sirius would throw hundreds of attacks towards Vegeta, which had already been knocked out of combat. Being close to dying, Goku would stand in front of it, being able to eliminate each attack of Sirius with his simple aura. However, unlike Vegeta's pressure, on this occasion, Goku's pressure was able to bring her to her knees. That's right, Goku's pressure was hundreds of times more powerful than Vegeta's aura.
You better give up if you don't want to get hurt, because you don't have the necessary power to face me. You're a gnat compared to me.
Sirius, in spite of being trembling, would stand up and with a great determination would pounce against Goku, who on this occasion, with only one of his hands was able to block each attack of the goddess, which at every moment was much more furious. But Sirius, at the moment of raising his gaze, was able to observe the silver eyes, which he would not forget, due to the trauma that Goku had left him. Sirius, it's a very difficult feeling to feel. Goku, why don't you use all your power? Is this your power capable of pushing its limit much further? Or you can't release it by training in a different dimension? The goddess Nin was the most worried because she had fallen in love with Goku all this time. Nin had taught him everything she knew about the Supreme Gods, giving him the secrets he was able to break each of his limits as a mortal. Returning to the battlefield, Daishinkan would begin to have a total advantage in the battle, starting to massacre Goku as if he were a simple child. Daishinkan would throw a great attack, which at that moment, what a shock with Goku's screams could be heard all over the universe, because every part of his body seemed to be destroyed.
You're powerful to be mortal, but your power is still not enough to face me, after possessing a part of the negative power of the great Zeno-sama.
Daishinkan was approaching the other warriors with the intention of ending their lives, but an extremely incredible power would take him out of his thoughts. That's right, all this power was detaching Goku's body, which at every moment was releasing an abominable power, so much that even this time Daishinkan was about to fall to his knees, but only one of his knees touched the ground.
What is this power? I had no knowledge of this power of this simple mortal would reach so much. This is impossible.
All the incredible power of Goku was able to break the laws of space, being able to cross all space-time, reaching his power to the planet of Zeno-sama. The power of that miserable mortal had been raised in a great way, but he'll not be able to finish with Daishinkan, as he'll be able to make it explode otherwise. That's right, Daishinkan's whole body was a bomb, which even he had no knowledge of this, since all the energy was accumulated in his heart, waiting to make the explosion when Zeno-sama decides. I want to observe the limit of that damn Saiyan's power, to finish him off without having any other surprises. Goku's power would continue to increase in a great way, attracting the attention of the Supreme Gods, who were even able to feel all that power.
The power of that Saiyan was able to cross the dimension into our world. This is bad, since his power is about to be compared to a middle-class Supreme God.
My Goku has decided to use all his power. With that power, even though he is the High Priest, will not stand a chance against my Goku. All over the planet of Champa, great rays would be scattered all over the sky, which seemed to destroy everything around him. And instantly, Goku's Ultra Instinct Phase 3 would be observed,
which, with a simple look of Goku, was able to make the priest completely fall to his knees. So with the power I possess now, you're not able to stand up. I thought you were more powerful, but you're nothing more than a simple worm. Daishoken, when feeling humiliated, would try to stand up. However, it was impossible for him because the scale had completely changed. Because this time, it was Goku's power which surpassed him by dozens of times. Daishoken, I don't know what the hell happened to you, but your heart was pure goodness, unlike now which only gives off evil. For that reason, I finish with you. Daishoken, despite trying to flee, was not able to move, watching as his end was approaching, but before Goku was able to finish with Daishoken, his body would begin to inflate as if it were a balloon. That's right, at that moment, Goku, with his maximum speed, was able to move at high speed, holding the warriors who were teleporting to the planet Sadala successfully. How funny that explosion has been, but I haven't been able to end the life of any of them, but their power is still no problem for me. Damn it, that miserable dwarf. He had injected his disgusting energy, and he used Daishoken as a simple pawn, which was a human bomb. Both Supreme Gods, realizing this, they knew that everything was about to be destroyed, so at that moment both gods would appear in front of the other warriors, and Nin would rush towards Goku, giving him a kiss, which would leave everyone very surprised. But at that moment of being able to say something, in all the 12 universes, millions of lives were disappearing, because Zeno-sama would begin to absorb the vital energy of each being. With the power of the 12 universes, no matter who my opponent is, they won't have the necessary power to face me. Divine Barrier! The powerful energy barrier of Broly was able to withstand the catastrophic technique of Zeno-sama. While all the other gods and angels were food for Zeno-sama, at the time of all the universes, there were no living beings left. Zeno-sama, with a small combined attack, was able to explode all the universes. The Broly barrier was torn to pieces, but thanks to Cirrus and Nin, they were able to withstand an explosion. This is bad. The power of that damn dwarf really wants to finish us, and the power he possesses is millions of times bigger than before. Vegeta, who had recovered, would put on a very determined look while his fighting spirit grew in an incredible way. We're Saiyans, and we don't plan to give our lives without a fight, so that damn dwarf who calls himself Ray better be all set. Of course, if Vegeta, we don't know our limits, and we have to avenge all the beings of the 12 universes, especially our families. But at that moment, when all the warriors were exchanging ideas, a powerful dark warrior energy would appear in front of all the warriors. So, you guys are the simple scumbags that I have to eliminate. Ha! This will be much easier than I thought. That damn dwarf is crazy. Are you the supreme demon god? Ha 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 ha! So, a patetico supreme god knows my story. In that case, you know there's nothing you can do, since in this very place will be his death. I've never met the defeat, and I always wanted to know what it felt like. And if you're the perfect candidate to test all my legendary power and see what is the distance that separates us. Broly at that moment would begin to raise his power to the limit, knowing that the warrior he had in front of him was even a legend among the kings of all, which was said to have been sealed billions of years ago by the creator god himself. Broly's power will continue to increase in an unreal way, while everything around him was destroyed. You have a great power, but that power compared to me is a comparison between a simple human and a god, not even an angel. You're a scum by my side. At the moment of Broly accessing his legendary status would create an explosion all over the place, which on this occasion, he was even able to connect an incredible blow on the demon's abdomen. But to everyone's impression, he had not been able to move it even a single centimeter. Is that it? I thought you had a lot more power. The demon, with only a slap on his chest, was able to send him to one of the stars, making him explode by the great power. That god'll end Broly's life, because Broly's power is absolutely nothing to the power of that demon. This is impossible. That means that all of us will die, since Broly's the most powerful supreme god that exists. Now, my Nin, don't worry about that, since I'm here to protect you. Goku, wrapped in flames, would start walking towards the battlefield while his power was increasing in incredible ways. So much so that even this time he would attract the attention of the demon god, who would feel the divine energy of an incredible level.
Your power is incredible. You'll be a worthy opponent.
Without saying a single word, Goku would spread his power throughout the multiverse of Zeno-sama, causing a pressure to fall on everyone. Goku, who was walking in flames, at that moment, he would break suddenly, and a large golden Ozaru could be observed by all the universes. But the power on this occasion had been so great that it was able to cause a great panic in the entire body of Zeno-sama.
What the hell happened? This is bad! The power of that simple mortal has risen to the limit! I can't take it in! I have to end his life myself!
Zeno-sama quickly entered the many rooms of the Kingdom of Everything, in which he would begin to master all the power of the 12 universes, while Goku continued to release his power. Meanwhile, with the Supreme Gods, they were surprised to realize that for the first time, they were not able to do absolutely anything against both powers, which were able to overwhelm them. However, the power of the Supreme Gods was able to maintain the powerful barrier, but it was costing them a lot.
Damn! The power of that guy turned out to be amazing. He was able to defeat me so easily. I can't believe it.
That's my Goku, and that's nothing. I'm sure he has a lot more hidden power.
Instantly, the whole gigantic Ozaru would begin to accumulate all his power, and in the same way to channel it, instantly a big explosion could be observed. While Goku was getting smaller and smaller to be able to maintain his incredible speed, at the end of the explosion, even that demon felt that he was trembling because the power that was felt in all the air was incredible. At that moment, a golden fur could be observed while Goku's power had shot up in an incredible way. Goku, without saying a single word and with his totally serious look, he was able to connect an incredible blow, which had sent him flying to a planet. Goku, at an amazing speed, was able to grant him thousands of blows, which were capable of destroying every one of his bones.
Who is this guy? I feel that with every exchange of his fists, he caused me incredible damage.
But the demon would not stand by and do nothing, as he would still start to fight back. But the difference in powers was incredible, as he was not able to do absolutely anything.
With that insignificant power, you tried to finish off all of us. Where are your threats? You're nothing but a cockroach.
The demon had never in his existence been humiliated in such a way, because his name echoed through several timelines, because of the abominable power he possessed.
I'm not gonna let you finish me off so easily. On this occasion, I'll be able to massacre you, damn worm!
The demon would begin to access each of his cursed seals, by which he burned soul and existence. But that at this moment did not interest him. He only wanted to end with the being that he had in front of him, and of a great cocoon of darkness, a negative power would become present, which would even form the form of death itself.
This is the maximum of my power. I don't use it because my existence is affected by all this power. But I'd rather lose some existence than die in this place.
No matter what you do, this will be the place of your death.
Both warriors started with their great fight, but at this moment the battle was much more even. That's right, Goku gave a blow and the demon was able to connect a kick to him. Goku would realize that the demon's power had shot up in a great way, with which he was able to face him. Goku, being very thoughtful, would become a little disconcerted, which the demon would take advantage of, being able to grant him an incredible blow in his face, with which he was able to destroy a planet, but the demon would throw a large sphere of energy, channeling almost 50% of all its power.
No matter how strong and imposing you are, with this attack, there will be no dust left, and it doesn't matter that you dodge it, since all this will be turned into ashes.
Goku would stand up, while watching that incredible attack approaching him, but of an even greater power. He was able to return that attack, but when making contact with his energy, the expansion was not so catastrophic. Goku began to approach the demon, which had relied on his great technique, so he didn't have the same power as Goku.
I could tell that you use a lot of your power in the power you threw at me a few moments ago, and your power has decreased in an amazing way.
Oh, I can't believe that. An ancient demon, the first super demon, is defeated by a simple Saiyan. This must be a nightmare.
The demon, with his remaining power, would start collecting all his power, and he was even going to the limit to be able to kill him with his final explosion. With his great speed, he was able to get on his back.
You're a strong guy, but how about an explosion of my whole spiritual sea of negative energy? No matter what power and stamina you possess, even a king at all would be able to annihilate it by all this power.
I know your simple explosion would not be able to do absolutely anything to me, but I'm not gonna trust myself, so I'll finish you right now!
Ha ha ha! Don't think you'll be able to free yourself. I'm much stronger than your...
Goku, without any difficulty, was able to free himself when a lightning bolt collided with both, and Goku, with a single moment, would cut off the demon's head, and a great attack had reduced him to mere atoms.
That Saiyan was able to finish with that super demon. This is incredible! It was said that super demon was able to make Kings kneel completely with his power.
That was not a simple legend, since I was able to witness the incredible power that demon possessed, but the power that Goku possesses is amazing.
He will be the supreme god, even the most powerful king of all time. Immortal of the weakest, he was able to overcome everyone, and to such an extent that he became a Saiyan king.
Goku would instantly walk up to all his friends, who still had a very serious look.
What's going on, Kakarot? Your look makes me understand that none of this is over.
None of this is over.
Zeno-sama is missing, but a few moments ago I stopped feeling his power.
That means that the King of All has used one of the three-dimensional rooms of the Divine Kingdom. If he did, it means he mastered all the power of the 12 universes.
We can't allow that, because if he's much older than the demon I just defeated, it'll be impossible for me to defeat him. The instant that all the warriors got ready to go to the Kingdom of the All, a big megaversal explosion would be present, blowing up the whole Kingdom of the All, which was said to be an indestructible place. That's right, in the room that Zeno-sama had entered 1 minute, it was a year outside so that he had enough time to master every drop of power of the 12 universes. And even with the big explosion, it would also release an incredible pressure that would make all the warriors present fall to their knees. Goku was able to stand, but after a few minutes, he would fall to the ground just the same.
Damn! That guy's power has risen in a beastly way. Vegeta, we have no choice but to do the fusion.
Damn insect, you know I hate merging with you. But I agree, because in case of not doing it, we'll all die in this place.
Cirrus, Neen, Broly, please release your power to the maximum. We need an energy field for only 10 seconds to make the fusion.
Okay, we'll grant you that time. We trust you because if you lose, we'll be annihilated all.
The trio of warriors raise their power to the maximum, being able that Goku and Vegeta are able to move freely. At the moment, both perform the fusion, with which, the instant that Zeno-sama appeared in front of all the warriors, in the same way a gigantic power had been released to Gogeta expel his power in Super Saiyan 4 Golden. Gogeta would quickly stretch out one of his hands, throwing them a sphere of energy of a golden color, which would be able to see that the gods were not affected by all the pressure that was that detachment.
You motherfucker! I know why the hell you betrayed us. Right this very moment, I'm thinking to finish you, worm.
A mere mortal will end the life of a king completely. Don't make me laugh.
Zeno-sama, who was totally corrupted by the evil, would pounce against the fusion, which at this moment, likewise, the battle of both warriors was unequaled, because their powers were even from another dimension.
If he hadn't put up the barrier, we would have turned into simple cosmic dust with just one of his fists.
This battle has me thinking again. I thought there was no one more powerful than me, but I could have been more confused.
The battle of both warriors was very apocalyptic, because in the sky, lightning was forming, and even cracks to other dimensions due to the power of their fists, but neither gave way. Gogeta was the first to hit an effective blow, which was able to make the king spit a large amount of blood. Zeno-sama would throw a blow in the same way, but Gogeta was able to stop him.
You haven't been able to master all that heavy power, but you've never fought, so your body's not used to all this damage.
No, damn.
This can't be happening. A mere mortal can't do this to me. You beside me must be a trash more.
Zeno-sama, in spite of Gogeta's words, he would take his body to the limit, releasing much more power. However, Gogeta was able to realize that he had extended power for speed. That's right, despite having much more power, his speed had decreased considerably. Not being able to dodge hundreds of blows from Gogeta, which possessed an overwhelming power, so much that they were able to eliminate universes with just one of their blows. However, Gogeta's blows did not simply engage in the physical, otherwise they also caused incredible internal damage to every energy vein. So with every passing minute, Zeno-sama's power was decreasing incredibly.
With this power, there will be absolutely nothing left of you. You'll not be able to be remembered by anything or anyone.
Gogeta would throw a great power to the Kingdom of the All, with which his maximum power and determination was able to withstand it. However, his entire body was completely massacred by Gogeta's blows.
This can't be true. If he throws a power at me again with that amount of energy there will be nothing left of me. Don't have enough power to counteract it anymore.
Gogeta being able to rush towards the attack, the fusion at that moment would end. Zeno-sama, realizing this, at a good speed was able to grant him some good blows, with which both Saiyans would fall to a star. Sirius, realizing this, would throw the earrings to both warriors, while Nin and Broly did what was necessary to entertain him.
Hell, my power is at rock bottom. So much that even these two simple gods gave me an incredible problem.
Goku and Vegeta, despite being very badly injured, were able to merge. However, they were not able to access their maximum power. So in Vegeto's Super Saiyan Blue, he was able to end Zeno-sama's life with an incredible attack. At that moment, the fusion would also end when its carriers were too injured. Goku and Vegeta would fall to the ground on the verge of death, being helped by the Supreme Gods. After a few days in which both warriors had completely recovered, which they would use the Super Dragon Balls to return every planet and universe to normal, and even Daishinkan would be appointed as the new king of the whole.
After all these battles, I no longer wish to return to Universe 7, since our power has even surpassed the king of all.
Goku, please come with us to the world of the Supreme Gods.
Kakarot, I don't know about you, but I agree with Nin. You will be new Supreme Gods like us.
Okay, from now on, we'll enter the world of the Supreme Gods.
That's how Goku and Vegeta left for the world of the Supreme Gods to continue increasing their powers much more. At the moment when both warriors were fighting a battle that could change the fate of Earth, this being who presented himself as Bahamut's henchman, this dark entity with a humanoid shape but a bird's head, was going to be surprised by the abilities of the Saiyan warriors. In the middle of the combat, of all the show of strength between both warriors and this dark being, Takagami, with a confused face but confident that his strength was far superior to that of these earthly warriors, thought,
I'm amazed at the strength these earthly beings possess. I guess they deserve to know who'll kill them.
Then at that moment he told them with a malevolent smile, he said,
I've been surprised by warriors. That's why they deserve to know my name. I'm Takagami, sacred god of darkness, follower of the supreme god Bahamut.
Goku, very surprised of what he's hearing, said,
More gods? This sounds very dangerous and it's exciting.
Bug, shut up! The life of this planet's at risk, and you get excited about a being that's very powerful.
The speed of the combat accelerated as Goku and Vegeta pounced on Takagami. The energy in the air became dense, vibrating with the intensity of the impending confrontation. Takagami, with his dark aura, stood his ground, disdainfully watching the approaching Saiyans.
Do you think you have a chance against the power of darkness?
Goku and Vegeta continued their advance, wasting no time in unnecessary words. In the blink of an eye, they were in front of Takagami, unleashing a gale of blows. Takagami, with surprising agility, dodged many of the attacks, but some managed to land, demonstrating the strength of the Saiyans.
Don't underestimate the power of a Saiyan!
Come on, God of Darkness, show us what you can do.
Takagami responded to the challenge, unleashing his own fury. His speed and combat skills were amazing, deflecting the blows of Goku and Vegeta with subtle movements. The battle turned into a whirlwind of punches, kicks, and ki blasts, lighting up the sky with flashes of light and darkness.
They're just insects in front of the power of eternal darkness.
Goku in his base state and Vegeta, with their pride as the Saiyan Prince, continued to put pressure on Takagami. However, as the battle progressed, Takagami began to reveal more of his true power. His dark aura intensified, and his form subtly changed, revealing a transformation that increased his power exponentially.
This can't be good.
Goku, always excited for a challenge, added, "Vegeta, get ready! This is getting interesting." Takagami's increased power created an overwhelming pressure on the battlefield. His speed increased dramatically, and his strength eclipsed that of the Saiyans. However, Goku and Vegeta were not intimidated. With determination, they raised their own power of levels, taking the battle to new heights. The fighting continued, with swift attacks and explosions shaking the battlefield. Goku and Vegeta, now in more advanced forms, kept up the pace, challenging Takagami at every turn. However, despite his efforts, the sacred god of darkness proved to be a formidable adversary.
This is entertaining, but your resistance is useless. The darkness consumes everything.
Goku and Vegeta, without giving up, exchanged determined glances.
Vegeta, it's time to go further. Huh, of course, Kakarot.
As Chaos and Ten Shinhan rushed to warn the other Z warriors, the confrontation between Goku, Vegeta, and Takagami entered a new level of intensity. The struggle for the fate of the universe was in full swing. A cosmic battle was raging on planet Earth, where darkness and light collided in a frantic dance of energy. Goku and Vegeta, the brave Saiyans, were facing Takagami, the Falcon, sacred god of darkness. The intensity of the combat resonated in the universe, and every movement threatened to tear reality itself apart. Takagami, who had increased his power, floated in the air with an imposing presence and dark aura. His eyes glowed with malice as he watched the Saiyans, who stood firm, prepared to defend their fate of the planet. In response to their enemies' increased power, Goku and Vegeta channeled their ki to the maximum, raising their power to the Super Saiyan.
Vegeta, this guy's strong, but that only means that this fight will be even better. Huh, of course, Kakarot. This is our time to shine.
The planet Earth vibrated with the energy released by the three contenders. The distant stars seemed to pale before the magnitude of the conflict. The clouds were dissipated by such a demonstration of power. Takagami, with his increased speed, lunged at Goku with a darkness-laden punch. Goku, using his elasticity and quickness, dodged gracefully, leaving a trail of flashes around him by the speed at which Takagami was lashing out with his nigh-speed punches. Vegeta, with a burst of ki, stepped between Goku and Takagami, blocking an attack that would have been devastating his fellow Saiyan. The shockwave from the collision sent debris in all directions.
I expected nothing less from you, sacred god of darkness.
Takagami defiantly unleashed a series of dark blasts towards Goku and Vegeta. The Saiyans responded with perfect timing, countering each attack with precise strikes and energy waves. The scene looked like a combat symphony, where every movement was choreographed with divine precision. Goku, with a twinkle in his eye, concentrated his energy on his hands. A bluish sphere of energy began to form, growing in size and luminosity. Vegeta, observing the familiar technique, smiled as he recognized the power that Goku was summoning. A colossal energy wave fired by Goku shot through the sky like lightning, hitting Takagami squarely. However, the darkness was absorbing the energy, and the Falcon emerged unscathed, laughing disdainfully.
Is that all you have, Saiyan?
While Goku was recovering from the effort of his attack, Vegeta launched himself at Takagami with supersonic speed. His fist slammed into the Dark God, creating a shockwave that shook the air. However, Takagami responded with a burst of energy that sent Vegeta backwards.
Ah! Damn, this guy's stronger than I thought.
Goku, recovering, joined the battle again. Both Saiyans, aware that they were facing a formidable enemy, decided that it was time to take the fight to the next level.
Vegeta, how about we show what we can really do? Of course, Kakarot. Let's do it.
Goku and Vegeta began to accumulate energy around them. The atmosphere was charged with an intensity of their ki as they unleashed their advanced forms. Goku transformed into the Super Saiyan Blue, while Vegeta assumed his evolved form, the evolved Blue Super Saiyan. Are they taking each other seriously now? Goku and Vegeta, with their new forms, advanced towards Takagami with renewed determination. The speed and strength of the Saiyans were now incomparable. The impacts resounded like cosmic thunder, creating a symphony of destruction in the sky. the battle became even more intense. Goku and Vegeta, coordinating their movements, attacked Takagami with an impressive combination of techniques and melee attacks. The Falcon, despite its power, was overwhelmed by the ferocity of the Saiyans.
Final flash!
The bursts of energy, one blue and one golden, converged into a titanic explosion that engulfed Takagami. Light and darkness mixed in a burst of dazzling colors. However, when the explosion dissipated, Takagami emerged once more, his form slightly battered, but his determination intact. His power is awesome, but I'm a god. The darkness cannot be defeated so easily. Goku and Vegeta, without giving up, continued the offensive. The speed of his combat reached levels that defied comprehension. Punches and kicks were exchanged in a split second, creating a glow of cosmic collisions.
Big Bang attack! Kaioken 20 times!
The energy exploded again, shaking the sky with its fury. However, Takagami, with his divine resistance, withstood the attacks. The battle raged across the cosmos, with the warriors disappearing and reappearing in flashes of light and shadow. In the middle of the struggle, Goku and Vegeta began to feel an overwhelming pressure. Takagami's darkness seemed to expand, defying even the limits of the most powerful Saiyans. Reality itself was twisting under the influence of dark energy.
This darkness is incredibly strong. We can't back down now, Kakarot. We must get over this.
Both Saiyans raised their powers even more. The fight reached a new peak of intensity. The Saiyan was exploding like fireworks in the vastness of the night sky, lighting up the darkness with flashes of determination and defiance. Takagami, at the epicenter of the storm, smiled ominously.
Now you'll see the true power of eternal darkness.
The universe trembled as the battle reached its climax. The warriors were fighting for the fate of everything they knew, and the question that lingered in space was whether the light of the Saiyans could overcome the darkness of the sacred god. The planet Earth rumbled with the intensity of the cosmic battle. Goku and Vegeta, drenched in sweat, maintained their advanced forms as they prepared for Takagami's next assault. Darkness was emanating from his figure, but something seemed out of place. The Dark God's skin had a grayish hue, as if he had not yet completed the possession of its wearer. Takagami, with a guttural laugh, seemed to notice the perplexity in the Saiyans' expressions.
Surprise, Saiyans! I've not yet revealed all my power.
Goku and Vegeta exchanged puzzled looks. Something was not right, and both warriors felt it. At that moment, Takagami convulsed. A new form shook, as if he was fighting against something. An invisible force seemed to pull at him from within.
No! I haven't taken complete control yet!
Suddenly, a burst of dark energy enveloped Takagami, hiding him from view. The Saiyans were on guard, prepared for any surprise. Their energy in the air became denser, as if the cosmos itself was on the verge of transformation.
What's going on?
Before they could form any more questions, the dark energy dispersed, revealing Takagami's true form. However, what they saw took their breath away. At the moment of arriving at his true form, he let himself see the body he was possessing. This body was Yamcha's. Once the warriors saw that, Takagami completed his bird-headed humanoid form. And now the true form of the sacred god of destruction was clearly revealed. The Falcon's head was clearly shown, with a defined musculature but a thin body, wearing blue Egyptian clothes with gold bracelets and a gold necklace. Huge wings which disappeared and appeared at their whim. Now Takagami had something going for him. He was playing against the Saiyan warriors. Not only should he defeat them, but they should also avoid harming Yamcha.
That's what Yamcha looks like!
Takagami's rumbling laughter filled the space. Now completely in possession of Yamcha's body, the Dark God was displaying a malevolent smile.
That's right, Saiyans. This weak body belongs to me now.
Vegeta gritted his teeth furiously.
Damn it! How dare you possess one of us? It's not just one Saiyan. Soon all of you will become Bahamut puppets.
The reality of the situation hit Goku and Vegeta, but the force of the cosmic impact, the dark entity they were facing was not only a dark god, but also had the power of possessing earthling warriors. Yamcha, now inside the sacred god of darkness, did not have any sign of consciousness. The god had taken control of his being completely.
Ha 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 ha!
There's no escape. Bahamut will be released, and this universe will fall into eternal darkness.
Goku and Vegeta shared a determined look. They knew the threat was even greater now. Not only were they fighting a dark god, they were also faced the possibility of losing their friends and allies in this fight.
Vegeta, we have to find a way to free Yamcha and stop Takagami. Of course, Kakarot. But first, we have to deal with this dark god.
The battle continued, but now the situation was more desperate. Takagami, with Yamcha's body, unleashed an unstoppable fury. The Saiyans struggled not only against eternal darkness, but also against the weight of facing one of their own companions. Explosions of energy lit up the sky, but the inner struggle of Goku and Vegeta was equally intense. Every blow, every burst of ki resonated with the promise of freeing Yamcha and saving the universe from the threat of Bahamut. But Takagami wasn't going to give up so easily.
Do you think you could beat one of the World Eater's henchmen?
The dark energy intensified, and the ultimate form of the sacred god of darkness, now the freedom to be able to use all his power, launched relentless attacks. Goku and Vegeta, with their advanced forms, were fighting with all their might, but the darkness had a firm grip. The struggle dragged on. Every moment seemed like an eternity. Yamcha, although he was just a contender for Takagami, at one point during the fight showed signs of pain on his face. It was as if his very essence was fighting against the darkness that was consuming her.
Yamcha, hold on! Let's get you out of this!
But Goku's words were lost in the storm. Takagami, with a maniacal laugh, continued his assault. The Earth, witness of this cosmic conflict, trembled before the magnitude of the confrontation between light and darkness. Somewhere far away, Chaos and Ten Shinhan, after learning the other Z warriors about the threat, returned to the battlefield. Seeing the situation, Ten Shinhan's face filled with fury as Chaos clenched his fist determinedly.
Takagami, I'll make sure you pay for this!
Both warriors joined the fight, but even with their abilities, facing a dark god who possessed one of his own would not be so easy. The battle turned into a desperate struggle to face Yamcha and stop Bahamut before he was released. During the chaos, Goku and Vegeta shared a look of determination. The darkness could be powerful, but the light of the Saiyans would shine even in the darkest moments. The battle for the fate of the universe was far from over, and Earth's heroes were ready to face any challenges that stood in their way. Taking a trip to the past, one day before the strange artifact was impregnated into Goku's chest, after rescuing his son Goten, Yamcha, oblivious to the imminent danger that was coming, was exploring an ancient Egyptian pyramid during an archaeological expedition. The atmosphere was charged with mystery and the promise of amazing discoveries. Deep inside the pyramid, Yamcha stumbled upon an ancient artifact that was glowing with a dim light. It was an Egyptian bracelet decorated with intricate hieroglyphs. Fascinated by her beauty and attracted by an inexplicable force, Yamcha could not resist and placed the bracelet on his wrist. The moment the bracelet touched his skin, a strange sensation enveloped Yamcha. It was not painful or threatening, but rather captivating. An ancestral connection was established between the earthly warrior and the Egyptian artifact. What Yamcha didn't know was that this artifact contained an ancient power linked to the age of gods and legends. As the light from the bracelet merged with Yamcha, an ancient presence awoke. It was the essence of an ancient god that was lying asleep inside the artifact. However, this being was neither malevolent nor benevolent. It was simply an ancestral force seeking to join a mortal existence, or at least that was what Yamcha felt at that moment. The god, by merging with Yamcha, granted him abilities and knowledge beyond his comprehension. Yamcha felt with a strength and connection to the story itself. The fusion, although puzzling at first, resulted in a unique symbiosis between the earthly warrior and the divine entity. Yamcha didn't know what the bracelet actually was. Returning to the battle, every moment became more challenging for Goku and Vegeta and the earthly warriors. Takagami, now completely liberated, unleashed a destructive force that tested even the most powerful Saiyans. In an effort to turn the tide of the battle, Ten Shinhan and Chaos joined the fight. Both warriors, aware of the threat possessed by Takagami, threw themselves into the fray bravely. His unique skills and determination added a new dynamic to the conflict, but even with his intervention, the darkness persisted.
Ten Shinhan, keep the pressure on. We cannot allow this darkness to take over our world.
Ten Shinhan nodded, concentrating his energy on coordinated attacks with Goku and Vegeta. Despite their combined efforts, Takagami remained a relentless adversary. As the battle reached its peak, Goku and Vegeta, exhausted but without losing their determination, shared a look of mutual understanding. They knew they needed an extra power to face Takagami at his finest. Instantly, an idea crossed their minds of the Saiyan's fusion.
Vegeta, I know it's not something you prefer, but I think it's our only option. I don't like to admit it, Kakarot, but I agree with you. If we want to stop this monster, we need all the power we can get.
Both warriors assumed the necessary postures to perform the fusion dance. The energy of Goku and Vegeta intertwined in a brilliant flash, and within seconds, an entirely new warrior emerged. Gogeta in his base form, the supremely powerful fusion of the two Saiyans.
It seems the occasion requires it. Now, Takagami, get ready. So you think a ridiculous fusion will be able to stand up to my power?
Gogeta rushed towards Takagami with amazing speed. The matchup that followed was an unmatched display of skills. Gogeta dodged Takagami's attacks with grace, fighting back with overwhelming force. However, the darkness that enveloped the Dark God proved to be a formidable challenge. During the intense battle, Ten Shinhan and Chaos continued to bravely fight, but the price of a confrontation was already becoming apparent. Takagami, taking advantage of the distraction, launched a devastating attack that left Ten Shinhan and Chaos seriously injured. Goku and Vegeta, seeing their companions in danger, felt a surge of rage. Gogeta redoubled his efforts, attacking with renewed ferocity. However, Takagami, aware of the situation, diverted his attention to Ten Shinhan and Chaos.
Feeling the despair, Saiyans? Soon this world will witness its end.
Goku and Vegeta, full of rage and determination, increased their speed. They knew they needed to do something before Takagami carried out his threats. The battle reached its climax when Gogeta launched a massive attack on Takagami, seeking to break his resistance. However, the darkness surrounding Takagami intensified, revealing a surprise resistance. It was then that Ten Shinhan and Chaos, still on the ground, exchanged a determined look. They knew that whatever they had to do to give Gogeta a chance to defeat Takagami.
Goku, Vegeta, you need time. I'll take care of holding this monster. I'll come with you, Ten Shinhan. Together we'll be the barrier they need.
Goku and Vegeta, although reluctant to lose their friends, went at full speed to avoid what they had in mind.
Don't do it, Ten Shinhan, Chaos.
Ten Shinhan and Chaos stood up, ignoring the pain coursing through their bodies. With determination, they faced Takagami, resisting his attacks with all their might. Gogeta, seeing the situation, understood the magnitude of the sacrifice they were making.
We cannot disappoint this sacrifice. We have to win this.
While Ten Shinhan and Chaos bravely fought Takagami, Gogeta continued his assault with the intensity intact. The battle was taking place on two fronts, with the Earth Warriors sacrificing themselves to provide the necessary opening. Goku and Vegeta, as he approached, their hearts were filled with sorrow and gratitude towards Ten Shinhan and Chaos. Gogeta, with supersonic speed, approached the scene where Ten Shinhan and Chaos were bravely facing Takagami. His gaze reflected the mixture of determination and regret, knowing that the sacrifices of his teammates were the key to victory.
Hold on a little longer, guys. Let's put an end to this.
The Saiyan fusion advanced towards Takagami, who, upon seeing Gogeta's arrival, stopped attacking Ten Shinhan and Chaos to confront the fused warrior. The intensity of the battle reached a new level, with attacks and counterattacks echoing across the battlefield. Ten Shinhan, with his remaining strength, took advantage of that distraction to hold Takagami with all his strength, preventing him from moving freely. His face showed determination and resignation at the same time.
Chaos, this is your chance. Make every second I hold this monster worth it.
Chaos, next to Ten Shinhan, nodded weakly. His body showed the ravages of the battle, but his eyes were shining with all the will to do the duty.
Ten Shinhan is right, Gogeta. The light will always prevail over the darkness. Remember that. Goku, Vegeta, take care of our world. This is our last act.
At that moment, Chaos accumulated an immense amount of energy to sacrifice himself. Gogeta, who was very close, were hit by the shock wave of the explosion. Gogeta, recovering from the impact, looked at the place where his companions were with solemnly.
Your sacrifice will not be in vain. I promise.
After what happened, Gogeta raised his head and with an uncontrollable anger increased his ki in such a way that he made the battlefield rumble, making the stones that were in the place fly, making Takagami retreat only with the gusts of air that expanded from his being. In a panning from head to toe, we managed to see Gogeta's transformation in Super Saiyan Blue Phase 4, which showed the essence of Ozaru as a kind of aura in blue color, and a more controlled but much more powerful version, a transformation never seen, since they were not able to coordinate their powers to be able to reach said transformation. As Gogeta's energy transformed into a surprising and controlled version of Super Saiyan Blue Stage 4, a brilliant blue essence of Ozaru manifested around him, revealing unparalleled potency. The cosmic landscape trembled before the magnitude of this new form. Goku and Vegeta, witness of this unique transformation, were filled with amazement and determination. It was evident that Gogeta was reaching a level of power never seen before, fusing the essence of Super Saiyan Blue with Ozaru's formidable presence flawlessly. Gogeta, in his new form, turned an intense gaze towards Takagami, whose expression of confidence was overshadowed by surprise. The battle, far from having come to an end, was just beginning in this new phase. The universe was waiting for the outcome of this epic confrontation, where light and darkness collided in a cosmic dance. The promise of a new dawn loomed on the horizon, but the price of triumph was uncertain. Gogeta floated in the sky, surrounded by the imposing energy of his new form. The stars seemed to pale before the intensity of his blue radiance, as Takagami recovered from the initial impact and adopted a defensive posture.
What kind of transformation is this? This is the power of those who fight for something greater than themselves.
With a flash, Gogeta disappeared, appearing in front of Takagami in the blink of an eye. The clash of their fists created shockwaves that shook the battlefield. Gogeta's speed and strength were unmatched, surpassing even Takagami's ability to anticipate his blows. Gogeta and Takagami exchanged blows and energy blasts at breakneck speed. Each impact resounded like cosmic thunder, creating an epic symphony on planet Earth.
Your attempt to revive your so-called gods ends here, Takagami. But you're a bug in the face of the greatness of my power.
In an instant, Gogeta unleashed a burst of concentrated energy, enveloping Takagami in a whirlwind of light and force. When the light dissipated, Takagami emerged unharmed, but with a more serious expression.
Interesting, but not enough.
The battle was reaching cosmic levels, with ripples of energy spreading across the far reaches of the universe. Meanwhile, the other Z warriors watched the sky, appreciating Gogeta's great power of display and Takagami's resilience and viciousness. The roar of battle echoed in every corner of the universe. Gogeta and Takagami, wrapped in an endless dance of energy, continued their titanic confrontation. Space twisted and trembled under the influence of their powers, creating distortions itself. Bursts of energy expanded like lightning, illuminating the darkness of the night sky with dazzling flashes. Each blow between the two contenders seemed to release an explosion of energy that spread in concentric waves, setting the frantic pace of the cosmic battle. Away from the battlefield, the others watched in anguish and admiration. Bulma, with a mixture of fear and hope in her eyes, clung to the hope that Gogeta would prevail. "Come on, Gogeta, you must win! For all of us!" Meanwhile, on the battlefield, Gogeta and Takagami continued their fierce exchange. Determination burned in Gogeta's eyes, while Takagami maintained a defiant smile, though his expression hid a growing unease.
This is for the price you pay for defying the peace of the universe.
With a swift movement, Gogeta vanished and reappeared behind Takagami, launching an energy-charged punch straight at his back. But Takagami, anticipating, quickly spun around and blocked the attack with the dark energy shield.
Haha, is that all you got?
In response, Gogeta intensified his assault, unleashing a continuous flurry of punches and kicks. Each impact resounded like thunder. But Takagami, though outmatched in speed, resisted with his dark power, countering the attacks with deft movements. During the scuttle, Takagami took advantage of the prevalent moment of openness and opened up a launched energy bolt straight for Gogeta's chest. The resulting explosion shook the universe and Gogeta was thrown backwards, leaving a trail of blue energy.
Is that all hope can do?
Gogeta recovered quickly, stood up with determination. The glow of his transformation increased even more.
This is far from over.
The battle continued, leading them again to display an ever-increasing amount of power. In this fury, Gogeta unleashed power that defied the laws of the universe, and Takagami, despite his arrogance, began to show signs of concern. The tension was palpable. The Z Warriors felt the intensity of the confrontation, even when they were a long distance away from where the battle for the future of the planet was taking place. Piccolo was seriously watching, calculating every move and thinking if at some point this battle, which was far from over, would be a favorable outcome. Piccolo, in his thoughts,
Goku, Vegeta, we trust you. You must win this battle.
The battle reached a new climax when Gogeta and Takagami met at an eminent point in the battle. The energy emanated from them, illuminating the vastness of the dark sky, creating a dazzling spectacle of colors and flashes.
You cannot escape darkness. Darkness will never prevail over light. You're a fool if you think your light can eclipse my power.
Suddenly, a voice echoed in Gogeta's mind, a familiar but distant voice.
Gogeta, do not underestimate your enemy. Truth lies within strength.
The transmission abruptly cut off, leaving Gogeta bewildered. Before he could reflect on it, however, Takagami lunged towards him with surprising speed, unleashing a series of punches and kicks that left Gogeta struggling to keep up. At that moment, a fleeting image flashed through Gogeta's mind. A vision of his loved ones, of his purpose, and the responsibility he carried on his shoulders. The energy of the transformation fanned, and Gogeta, with newfound determination, struck back with renewed ferocity.
This is the limit of your tyranny, Takagami. The limit's up to you, Gogeta, and your limit is my power.
Suddenly, the sky around him fragmented, and multiple distorted versions of Takagami emerged from the dimensional rifts, each with a malevolent grin.
You cannot defeat me, Gogeta. I am eternal. I'm a god. You may be powerful, but I'm not alone in this.
The battle reached a new intensity as multiple distorted incarnations of Takagami surrounded Gogeta. Each emanated a dark energy that defied the laws of the universe. The air itself seemed to vibrate with the pressure of their combined presences. At that precise moment, Goku and Vegeta's fusion had come to an end due to the amount of power they had used in order to stand up to Takagami. Goku and Vegeta, although they had returned to their individual forms after the fusion, knew that the key by defeating Takagami lay in perfect unity and coordination.
Vegeta, we're in this together. Let's give all our power to be able to confront him so we can free Yamcha from this so-called god. Yes, Kakarot, this insect will not defeat us.
The Z Warriors watched in amazement, aware that the fate of the universe hung in the balance. Piccolo analyzed the situation, looking for any weaknesses that could be exploited. The others prepared to act if the opportunity presented itself. Goku and Vegeta, now separated, their fusion as Gogeta, faced Takagami with determination in their eyes. The dark presence of the supposed god loomed over them, but the Saiyans were determined to free Yamcha and put an end to the threat he posed.
Vegeta, we need to coordinate our attacks. We've always been stronger when we fight together. For once, I agree with you, Kakarot. This insect will pay for what he did.
The two Saiyans lunged towards Takagami, attacking with a combination of punches and ki blasts. Takagami, though powerful, was momentarily overwhelmed by the timing of the two warriors. However, his sinister laugh echoed across the battlefield.
Your union will change nothing. My power is unlimited.
Goku and Vegeta exchanged glances, realizing that the situation was more serious than they had imagined. Takagami unleashed a wave of dark energy that sent them flying, but they quickly recovered, ready to continue the fight. The Z Warriors watched with concern. Gohan, though a bit intimidated by Takagami's power, maintained his unwavering determination. Piccolo, with his keen intelligence, pointed out a possible weakness.
It seems his power is linked to some source. We must find a way to break that connection.
Goten and Trunks, who had arrived along with Gohan, eager to join the battle, looked at their parents with concern. However, Piccolo stopped them.
Guys, we need a plan before we launch into battle. Your strength will be crucial at the right time.
While the Z Warriors thought of a plan, Goku and Vegeta continued their fierce assault against Takagami. Every time it seemed they were about to defeat him, his power increased and the evil emanating from him intensified.
Ha 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 ha! Your resistance is useless. My power thrives on despair and suffering. Then we must find a way to change that. Vegeta, we need to attack together, but with a strategy. You're finally thinking clearly, Kakarot. Let's do it.
The two Saiyans, coordinating their movements, executed a series of synchronized attacks. Although Takagami was defending himself skillfully, he began to show signs of discomfort. The connection between his power and the external source seemed to be faltering. At that instant, Piccolo noticed the opportunity.
Now is the time. Gohan, wait for the opening we'll give you so you can attack. Goten, Trunks, follow me on my signal.
Gohan nodded, conveying a look of confidence to his friends. Goten and Trunks prepared to act on Piccolo's directions.
Everyone, let's send our energies to Goku and Vegeta. We must strengthen their connection and weaken Takagami's source of power.
The Z-Warriors gathered their energies and, with a coordinated effort, sent a stream of ki skyward. Goku and Vegeta, sensing the surge of power, seized the opportunity. They're doing it! Come on, Vegeta! The connection between Goku, Vegeta, and the Z-Warriors created a unique synergy. Energy flowed through them, strengthening their resolve and weakening Takagami's external source of power.
This can't be happening!
The darkness surrounding Takagami began to dissipate, due to the large amount of energy they were receiving from their friends. Piccolo, Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, observing the battle, noticed the opportunity to intervene.
Now, guys, let's go!
Goten and Trunks took flight into the sky where Goku and Vegeta were, joining the fight against Takagami. With the energy of the Z-Warriors strengthening the connection between Goku and Vegeta, the real battle was about to begin. The fusion of powers of the Saiyans between father and son created an explosion of energy that enveloped Takagami. The fight intensified, but now, with hope and determination as their allies, Goku, Vegeta, Goten, and Trunks were ready to face the Dark God and free the universe from his evil domain. The burst of energy that enveloped Takagami reverberated throughout the universe. The fusion of the powers of Goku, Vegeta, and his sons created a symphony of forces, illuminating the sky with a brilliant radiance that defied the darkness Takagami had tried to impose. Takagami, enveloped in the luminescence of the combined energy, struggled to maintain his composure. The connection between his power and the source of his power, Yamcha, was weakening with every second, and his sinister laugh began to turn into growls of frustration. We're making progress, Vegeta!
Yes, but let's not let our guard down. It's not over.
As the Saiyans continued their coordinated offensive, Goten and Trunks and their Super Saiyan forms joined the battle. The pressure on Takagami intensified, as he now faced not only the two adult Saiyans, but also that of his sons. The coordination between them was impressive, and every move was backed by the combined strength of the Z-Warriors. Dad! Vegeta! We're here to help! Let's show this guy that the Saiyan family is unstoppable! The trio of Saiyans, with their different levels of expertise and abilities, formed a united front against Takagami. The battle was getting more and more intense, with bursts of energy and flurries of attacks lighting up space like a celestial spectacle. Piccolo, Gohan, Krillin, and the others channeled their energies to strengthen the connection between the Saiyans and, at the same time, searched for weaknesses in Takagami's defense.
We must keep the pressure on and look for any opportunity to unbalance Takagami.
Dad, Vegeta, Goten, Trunks, we all trust you. Let's defeat this enemy together. In space, the synergy between the Saiyans reached its peak. Goku and Vegeta, with the energy of their sons and the Z-Warriors, fused their attacks in an amazing display of power. Takagami, despite his resistance, began to give ground.
This is not possible! I'm a god! I cannot be defeated!
The connection between his power and the external source was on the verge of collapse. The Saiyans, sensing Takagami's weakness, redoubled their efforts. Goten, Trunks, guided by Piccolo's strategy, attacked from unexpected angles, while Goku and Vegeta continued their frontal assault. Piccolo noticed a key opportunity.
Now, Gohan, it's your time!
Gohan, in his final form ready to take advantage of the opportunity, concentrated his energy and launched himself into the confrontation. With surprising speed, he joined the fight alongside Goku, Vegeta, Goten, and Trunks. Let's finish this, Dad! The symphony of energy between the Z-Warriors and the Saiyans reached its climax. Takagami, beset on all sides, struggled to stand, and the skies erupted in an explosion of light and darkness as the heroes joined forces to confront the Dark God. The battle reached its climax, and every move decided the fate of the universe. The Z-Warriors from Earth watched with eagerness and hope, knowing that victory was within reach, but also aware that the final fight was yet to come. with the Saiyans and the Z Warriors facing Takagami in a cosmic confrontation. However, amidst the chaos of battle, a small distraction allowed Takagami to strike back with furiosity. Goten and Trunks, focused on following Piccolo's strategy, attacked from different angles. However, in a moment of minimal distraction, Takagami seized the opportunity and launched a surprise counterattack. With quick and precise movements, the Dark God managed to evade Goten and Trunks' attacks, countering them with punches and energy blasts.
Ha ha ha! Your efforts are useless, children! I'm the all-consuming darkness!
Goten and Trunks, though agile and powerful, found themselves in a precarious situation. Takagami, with his speed and cunning, left the young Saiyans struggling to keep up. "We have to protect them!"
Takagami's concentration of power is increasing. We need to regroup and find a strategy to counter his moves.
Meanwhile, in the sky, Goten and Trunks, despite the setbacks, continued to fight bravely. They tried to coordinate their attacks, but Takagami's speed and cunning proved to be a formidable challenge. "Trunks, we have to stay focused!" "I know, but this guy's stronger than I imagined!" In an unexpected twist, Takagami launched a blast of dark energy that hit Goten and Trunks, leaving them badly injured. Both Saiyans fell backwards with obvious signs of exhaustion and pain. "Goten! Trunks!"
This damned Dark God!
The adult Saiyans intensified their assault, determined to avenge their momentary fall of their sons. Takagami, however, taking advantage of the confusion and despair that gripped the Z Warriors, rejoiced in his newly strengthened power.
This is how the heroes of the universe give up. They may fight, but in the end, darkness will always prevail.
The result was becoming even more tense. The Z Warriors, though determined, were facing the reality that their fight was far from over. Goten and Trunks, wounded but not defeated, were struggling to recover and rejoin the battle.
We need a new approach. Takagami's strength increases with each passing moment.
"We'll protect Goten and Trunks. We'll not let the darkness prevail." The battle, now more critical than ever, was plunging into a desperate confrontation where the survival of the universe hung in the balance. Gohan, observing the critical situation of his brother Goten and Trunks, could not contain the fury that burned within him. A flash of anger crossed his eyes, and his energy rose to levels that would leave even the most experienced Saiyans dumbfounded. He lunged towards Takagami with shocking speed, ignoring any concern for his own safety. "With this price, you'll pay for hurting my family!" His speed and furiosity impressed everyone on the battlefield. Every blow he delivered carried with it a pent-up rage of a protective brother. Takagami, though initially surprised, adapted to the intensity of Gohan's attacks.
Do you think your anger can stop me?
"I'm going to protect my family and the entire universe from your darkness!" The battle between Gohan and Takagami unleashed an energy storm in space. Goku and Vegeta watched in awe and fear as the conflict reached levels that defied comprehension. Despite their determination, they realized they were facing a power beyond anything they had faced before. "This kid, his power is amazing!"
We can't let Gohan fight alone. We must support him.
As Gohan continued his relentless assault, Takagami showed a significant improvement in his defensive ability. Every blow was met with inhuman prowess. The battle reached a point where the universe itself seemed to be on the verge of collapse. The epic confrontation between Gohan and Takagami pushed the Saiyan warrior to the limit of his abilities. Despite Gohan's bravery and skill, the Dark God, with unmatched cunning and speed, found an opening in his defense. With a graceful twist, Takagami unleashed a ripping attack, a blast of dark energy that sliced through the air with a malevolent precision. Gohan, surprised by the speed and ferocity of the attack, barely had time to react. The energy wave hit Gohan full on, enveloping him in an explosion of light and darkness. The force of the impact threw Goku's eldest son backwards, causing him to stagger, desperately struggling to stay on his feet. The dark energy left its mark on Gohan's body, marking him with deep, tearing wounds. "Ah! This can't be so strong!" Takagami, with a sinister smile, hovered in the air, observing the result of his devastating attack. The black energy around him seemed to vibrate with satisfaction as Gohan tried to recover.
This is the power you praise so much. You're no match for me, Gohan.
Goku and Vegeta, witnessing the scene from a distance, gritted their teeth helplessly. The situation was becoming more critical with each passing moment. Goten and Trunks, still injured but recovering, were prepared to rejoin the fight.
Gohan! This damned! We can't let this continue!
Goten and Trunks, sensing the urgency of the situation, approached Gohan to help him. Despite his own injuries, determination shone in his eyes. "Brother, are you alright?"
Yes, but we need a new approach. We're not going to let this guy get away with this.
Meanwhile, Piccolo and the other Z Warriors were also assessing the situation, looking for any opportunity to change the course of the battle. The pressure on them was mounting, and the need to find an effective strategy was becoming more apparent.
We have to work together. Gohan, can you keep fighting?
Gohan nodded, ignoring the pain coursing through his body. His determination had not dulled, on the contrary. Takagami's imminent threat stoked it.
I can't give up, but we need a strategy. Something that could surprise him.
Surprise him, you say?
As the Z Warriors immersed themselves in strategy to counter Takagami, a small distraction took over the battlefield. Goten and Trunks, aware of the need of a different approach, exchanged determined glances. Without saying a word, they assumed the familiar fusion dance stance. The other warriors, immersed in their tactics, barely noticed the sudden disappearance of Goten and Trunks as they performed the fusion. The energy around them condensed into a brilliant flash that revealed Gotenks, Super Saiyan, the powerful fusion of the two young Saiyans.
Ready to give this guy a surprise!
With impressive speed, Gotenks launched himself towards Takagami, who was momentarily startled by the new presence on the battlefield. Gotenks, with his characteristic air of self-sufficiency, began to unleash a series of swift and agile attacks, challenging the Dark God with renewed energy.
Here I come!
Takagami, however, far from being intimidated, smiled sinisterly. With a casual gesture, he deflected Gotenks' attacks as if toying with him.
Is that all you've got, you little fused insect?
Gotenks persisted, intensifying his attacks, trying to find an opening in Takagami's defense. However, the Dark God, with a graceful move, countered each blow with ease.
Come on! It can't be!
In the moment of distraction, Takagami took advantage of the situation. With impressive speed, he launched a blast of dark energy that enveloped Gotenks before he could react. The resulting explosion threw Gotenks backwards, knocking him to the ground unconscious and disfigured.
Gotenks!
This is worse than we thought.
Takagami, now more confident of his superiority, hovered in the air, glaring at the defeated warriors. Goten and Trunks, still unconscious, lay on the ground as Takagami revealed in his moment of victory.
Ha 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 ha! Is this all you offer, Z Warriors? Your desperation only increases my power.
With the outlook darkened by Gotenks' momentary defeat, attention turned to Gohan, who, badly wounded but driven by an inner strength, began to radiate intense energy. The pain in his body seemed to fuel his determination, and a wild golden glow enveloped as his ki reached never-before-seen levels. In the blink of an eye, Gohan transformed into Super Saiyan Phase 3, a form of awesome power that surprised even Takagami. Gohan's hair grew out of control, his muscles swelled, and his expression reflected a mixture of pain and fierce determination.
What is this? A new trick?
Gohan, with a wild roar, launched himself towards Takagami with shocking speed. The force of his blows and the intensity of his attacks shook the battlefield, creating a storm of energy around him. The conflict between light and darkness took on a new dimension as Gohan challenged the limits of his own power.
You're going to pay for what you've done!
Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.
Like